We are 8 weeks into our home renovation project. The site is busy with electricians. Chris finally finishes the kitchen wall, and Heather digs into pretty things.
Start of week 8, we're on our way to the whole home house renovation we're doing. I'm just on my way to the house now a little earlier than usual. I just have to meet our drywaller first thing. Not that we're drywalling yet, but we're just going to do a walkthrough and make sure that the drywallers are prepared when they show up. We have electrical rough-ins being done, so I can update you on that once I'm there. And I know I have to do a couple more light layouts for the electrician, so we'll lay out the living room lights, drill in some pot lights, keep moving forward. Hopefully we see some plumbers today. We are working away, almost done our framing. We're just working on finishing up getting rid of that small section of load-bearing wall. We do have our temporary wall framed up. Put these in place just to hold the floor joists above that we're cutting out so nothing falls in on us while we get our beam in place. So you can see after we got our temporary walls framed up, we removed the old section of wall and the old section of beam. So then we've cut out and made room for our new beam to put in place. But before we can start with getting the beam in place, that corner, unfortunately, I won't be able to get to the one side of the joist hanger to get the nails in. So in the powder room, we have to start right there and finish opening up the ceiling so we can actually get those nails in. Okay, ceiling's opened up. So now, from the engineering drawings, I've pre-bought all the joist hangers we need and pre-cut the two 2x8 2-ply beam. So we're ready to nail that up. Okay, we've got our beam in place. We've got it glued together, glued on top, nailed together and put up. Reason we're gluing it all together, we'll actually glue the joist hangers as well, is to prevent squeaks when you're walking on the floor above. Time to start installing the hangers. Like I said, we'll glue those, and I think I'm going to end up using my palm nailer just because it's pretty tight up there. So we can start removing our temporary supports. But we've got the new beam in place with all of our joist hangers. So we'll take down our support walls and frame in that short little section, and then we're done. So, a little bit extra work, but Heather's idea of opening that up makes such a huge difference in here.
Wednesday morning car chat. It has been a while since I did one of these. My design firm was very busy for a couple of weeks. I'm excited to be headed to site. I'm going to finish off that mudroom design so that I can share it all with you next week. I think the guys have some more questions about where to place lights. We'll see what Chris has been up to. So let's hit the road. So I am here at the house and so many exciting things are going on. There are holes all through the walls. We still have a bit of light drama. I am still so in love with those wall sconces that I cannot get until the end of time. We also had planned to use these guys, which are the original light fixtures that were in the house. I'm just not sure. I was thinking of using these in the island. I will go downstairs and I'll show you what I mean about why I think I'm changing my mind on that. But before we do that, a bunch of the lights came in and I thought it would be fun to show them to you. So the first one that came in the nick of time, because of course for the electrical work to be done, I have to tell them where I want the light fixtures, is these gorgeous sconces. Isn't that just so pretty? And then There are 2 of them, and they're going to go on either side. Am I in a good spot? So they're gonna go on either side of the vanity. I'm just gonna move this back a bit so you can see a bit better. So at about this height, I mean, the tendency I find is that people put their sconces up way, way, way too high. These ones are almost even a little bit higher than I would normally do. If my vanity was longer, I might do them a little bit lower, but because my vanity isn't very long and I want to be able to optimize the size of my mirror, I'm probably going to end up doing a round mirror so I can get some extra mirror out here on the width. So we just went a tiny bit higher, and how gorgeous are these going to be? And they will be plugged in and run to the light switch. So you won't be turning them on and off by these sweet little cords, but I am definitely keeping the sweet little cords because I think they just add so much character. Also, what came in is the lights that I'm doing for the 2 upstairs bedrooms. The picture looked really cool. They have like a rattan or like a rope frame around them. It's one of those things that you hope that when you get them, they're actually as nice as they were in the picture. By the way, if you didn't see the previous episode where I showed off all the light fixtures that I picked, well, almost all the lights that I've picked, you can always head on over to my Pinterest where I share so many of the products that I'm planning to use for this renovation. And we just finally got our blog up and running. So I've been posting some things there you might want to take a look at. The first couple of posts that I put up is all about the floor plan changes that I made in the house with the floor plan before and afters. Ooh. Yeah, the rope is so cool. Oh my goodness, so this is the shade. I'm gonna get the other part of the light. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, I might just have to show you a picture of what this looks like when it's all done, because these little arms come out and make like, it's 3 arms, like a little mini chandelier. And then these go in here, and this whole thing is suspended from the ceiling. So excited. In a bedroom like this, even if it has low ceilings, the bedroom light fixture should be something kind of special. So this guy is what's called a semi-flush fixture, and he's going to hang pretty snug up to the ceiling. You don't have to worry about bumping your head on it. People always ask me about that, and your bed is usually underneath it anyways. It just, because it has these arms when they open up and it feels sort of chandelier-esque, it's just gonna make the whole room feel so much richer. I'm gonna head down with the other lights that I want to show you to the kitchen. It is a bit of a challenge to get there because we have very wonderful electricians pulling wires through the house right now, but we will sneak by things so much. Oh my goodness. This is like, see, this is what they don't tell you about trying to YouTube a renovation. There's Chris, he just finished scraping the last ceiling. It is a hive of activity in here today, which is so awesome. So these last ones, let me just get them out of the box. So you may remember that here in the kitchen, I had intended to use these really cute vintage lights. They were actually all over the house when we took possession of it. I just love the look of something nice and tight to the ceiling to keep the room really open and airy. The only problem is that my wall sconces, that, as you know, I want to go here on either side of the hood fan. They are on back order forever. So I took a look at Pottery Barn because I knew that the same collection had a linear fixture, and I thought maybe what I could do is just do the one linear fixture coming down over the island. The other problem that we had with these guys, if one goes sort of really snug to the beam here, the light's gonna all be blocked on one side of it by the beam, so that's not going to be great. So I thought if we hang that one light and it's quite simple and airy, then maybe I still get the lights that I absolutely love. Then I was thinking these guys, which are these beautiful, they like hang and they're adjustable. I just love the glass shade. I was thinking that what could be nice is to do these here on either side of the hood fan instead of the other ones that are on back order till the end of time. So If you have an opinion on whether you like these little guys more than the big island light, please do let me know in the comments below. The other thing that I've been doing today while I've been on site is finalizing the design of the mudroom, and I am super excited with what that is going to turn out to look like. And I'm going to share that whole mudroom, laundry room design with you all in next week's video. Now, I better get out of here because these guys are trying to get some work done and I'm opening all kinds of boxes on a construction site, which means something's going to get lost or dead. I'm back because I was putting this away and I couldn't resist opening it up. I just wanted to show the beautiful details. Like, I love this beautiful texture here, and it has the exact same texture inside of the light. Also, if you're thinking of using brass in your house, the one thing I wanted you to know is, do you notice that this brass is not like a super shiny or super sort of goldy brass? It has like a bit of an antique brass flavor to it. Definitely that is going to make your fixtures look richer. It's also going to stand the test of time. So if and when gold goes out of fashion, the antique brass fixtures, they will stay in fashion longer than anything that's bright brass. So that is all. He is so beautiful. Will he go here? I don't know yet.
So, a little update for you on how rough-ins are going. Trent, our electrician, has been here and he's been pulling new circuits for the kitchen. I think we've added about 8 circuits for the kitchen, just to bring everything up to current code. We've been running wires for our new pot lights in the ceiling, and we still have lots of other wires to sort out. We've got our lights and plugs and switches located in the new bar area. If we go down into the living room here, this is where I have to lay out center fixture that's centered on the fireplace. But you can see, got a few things to move out of my way. Okay, so time to lay out living room lights. And the main fixture in the living room, Heather mentioned she wanted centered off the fireplace. So our first step is we're going to find that center. Okay, so we're going to take our measure of the room from the front of the fireplace. Reason we're doing that is the fireplace bumps off the wall. That's the wall that feels like it's going to have the most presence. So we're going to measure off that and find the center of our room. Okay, next step, which is a little bit unnecessary. I know Heather's excited about this light fixture, and I also know it's 5 feet in diameter, so it's quite big. Mark a circle on the floor so she has an idea of how big it's going to be. Okay, we've got our laser shooting up from our mark on the floor, which gives me my mark on the ceiling. So now we can get that cut out. Before we can get our wires into that living room light, we need to cut a channel, because we need to get our wire from that corner over to here where our switch is going. So I'm going to cut a channel across the ceiling. That'll get our wire in. We also need a wire for a smoke detector actually, so we'll use that same channel. And then I will open up this whole corner for the plumbers. Then they can get started on the bathroom upstairs, get the toilet and tub plugged in. Just finishing up another week of work on our home renovation project. We are very close to getting our electrical rough-ins finished. Unfortunately, we haven't seen plumbers yet to do those rough-ins. Our plumber and his wife had a baby, so congratulations. And we're supposed to see the plumbers first thing Monday morning. So next week, I'm gonna try and get rid of as many squeaks on these floors as I can. And hopefully we'll be ready for rough inspections for electrical and plumbing. And then we can move towards getting our rough building inspection done.